My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to Monster Train Last Divinity. Coming to 25. Best believe we're going to random. Double Echo Infusion, Single Soul Siphon, Double Glimmer. Exiled Wormkin start, Normal Awoken start. Okay, so we have a lot of access to healing. With 2 Echo Infusions in the base deck, 2 Glimmers in the base deck, and the base version of the Awoken. I'm looking for an Awoken banner here. Merchant Magic has an Awoken banner directly next to it. There's Wormkin, though, as well. What I kind of wanted was a Rejuvenate trigger. We'll see. We'll see. We don't absolutely have to do it that way. Now, there are 3 lines for the Shellsmith here for... Can't remember their name, but Shellsmith is one of the lines. There is a line that is related to returning consumed cards. There is a line that is related to using consumption of cards, that is to say an etch trigger, to give armor to your floor. Armor to the floor doesn't really seem to make sense here because we're going to be healing them a lot. Glimmer is already heal across the entire floor, right? So it's scaling defense, but it doesn't effectively scale offense. So then we would have to find a way to scale offense, and we'd have to find that like whole cloth. Like that's rough. So probably not that line. And then the other one is the Egg Shellsmith. Egg Shellsmith. Egg Marshllord actually is the name of that one. So I suspect I may want to look at these artifacts first to see if I get Egg. At the start of battle, add 2 charged echoes to each floor. That's Egg, baby! Whenever a card with Consumes played, all cards gain +1 magic power for the rest. Stewed units get +5/+5. Damage shield 2 and multi-strike 1. Although I will say, by the way, improved firebox is here, and so was the luggage, the carry-on luggage, concealed luggage, whatever it's called. Can't remember its name at the moment, but that was available. So we could have had 10 energy and 10 cards in the opening hand. That would have been pretty ridiculous. Not that we know what to do with it right now, but it would still be pretty ridiculous. Notice Stone. Increasing magic power here isn't bad. Let's take the advanced prototype, though. Etch to apply armor 4 to friendly units. Or resolve to return a random consumed spell to your hand. God, I guess we're gonna go with this. Alright. This is a pretty janky start. I clearly wanted the alternative option there. The alternative option, that is to say... the alternative option was Marshllord. So extract to get more health on the frontliner. And I guess I'm just gonna consume there, drop that. Shiny Steward here, I guess. No incredible reason I can think of not to. This can consume every turn. Well, actually prevents me from having to draw it, so that actually is good. Not ideal. Chop. Great Glimmer there. I do want to keep this damage shield if possible, because this guy doesn't have spikes. So, do it that way. In fact, the enemy even ends up dying just for the train stewards there. Gimme consumption. Damn it. Having every card in the entire deck infused is really good, but you know what's better than that? Having damage scaling when you don't otherwise have any access to damage scaling. Oh, God. You know the problem here, right? I can't use the shiny stewards for a really long period of time, because if I do, then I die. I just die. How, Raps? How do you just die if you do that? Because they're not banner units. I won't have them necessarily out. Maybe even by the time the enemy's second wave gets to my pyre, I may still not have even seen a single shiny steward. You know what? Project some damage for me. Let's take some tools. Eggs would be kind of cool. Could I endless an egg? Regardless of whether or not I can do that, what I really want is like an etch or inspire trigger, and both of those are wormkins, so. There's the endless. We could endless an egg, theoretically. There's the etch trigger. It's an etch for +5. So wormkin banner here. A woken banner here. Okay. Unless this is a unit draft challenge, I'm probably not going to get a Animus of Will that I then put a First of Kin in and then just ramp its damage ridiculously or anything like that. I think I do just take the First of Kin. I mean, that much is clear. I don't want to spell chain something that is going to come back every single turn, but it can't do multiple. Like, the only reason to spell chain this is to play a purge card, right? It's not even going to consume. I can make an intrinsic pretty happily. Like, that's actually quite nice. I could also do that with Soul Siphon, but because I already have 2 of the things, the slots filled, that's already fine. So I'm looking for extraction spells to play on lower floors. And I'm looking for... I mean, like, I could try and get multi-strike on this, but I really don't want my first turn to just be playing a 3-cost minion. Maybe playing a 3-cost minion on the first turn's not bad. Maybe I'm just being a bit of a wimpy wimp about it. Shiny steward inside of a shiny steward here. But do I reroll looking for a multi-strike that's not guaranteed? Like, I can't take large stone here. Can I take quick? Yeah, but it's not. Could take quick. See, the thing is, though, First of Kin, its trigger, straight up etch, +5, is just given to the units infused into. To me, this is infusion bait. This says, put me in another unit and let's go to the moon. That's what it says to me. If I could get another etch trigger inside of it, that'd be pretty good. Or put it inside of an egg. Put it inside of an egg and then make the egg endless and like pop that egg open multiple times. That's also a play. I'm quite powerful now. I shouldn't need to worry about dying as a result of any. Animus of Will. You go down. We get your etch trigger. Now we are going to etch trigger you every single turn. You've got incant trigger, which is annoying. I still need to do this. Ultimately, I take significantly less damage as a result. Increase your health pool as well. I'm only returning one consume card per turn, so I don't need to get another one in the mix. Backline's going to die to 2 hits against the enemy now. Maybe the first of kin being the base unit is great. Doesn't project damage well is the big problem. That's why the Animus of Will was in the discussion. Would I regret another Echo Infusion? I don't think I would. We already have 2 Glimmers in the deck. You don't really have ways to scale damage outside of the etch triggers, but that's not going to happen with that anyway. This getting plus 20 in consume would not be bad, but I don't think I need any of these at all. That's what I say to this. There's the Animus of Will that I asked for, but there's also a First of Kin. We could put a First of Kin inside of a First of Kin. Again, damage doesn't get projected. That's the big problem with that, right? Animus of Will, though. We'd be putting you behind the Echo, right? I'd still need, like, a healthy unit in the front line. Maybe the Echo Right lives on its own floor. At least until I get capacity from the first boss, probably. I can't turn that down. It's everything. I thought they only gave you divine artifacts when you were, like, really high on pack shards. That's what I assumed, at least. Evidently not the case. I don't think I need one. Money. However, I do think I need another Wormkin unit. We're going to need another frontline unit after having removed that. What would be the ideal frontline unit for us? Keeper of Echoes. Other etch triggers? What are the other etch triggers? What are the other etch triggers here available for us? Wormkin unit. Not a base unit. Etch, apply 2 reap to enemy units on sweep. Not really. I mean, Inspire's fine as well, to be clear. Inspire would work. It's just this is also capacity 3, so suddenly I have to have a lot of capacity on that top floor. Like 7. It's too much. Unless I could decrease the size of you somehow. There's not that many etch triggers. What if the new frontline unit's an Awoken unit? The Hollows are also 3 size. What if I ran 2 floors? Let's run 2 floors. Double stack, -1, consume +20. Let's have a look in Divine Temple first as well. Spell chain intrinsic. Good lord, you're really giving me a lot of consistency ups here. The big problem is it's so expensive. That is the big problem here. It's fine frontline unit, right? I can see a world where this First of Kin is standing in front of this Animus of Will with the First of Kin in, right? Double etch triggers on the same floor. We just pop off. As many consume cards as we can get. Obviously, we're only playing 1 per turn at the very start here, but we're going to draft more consume cards as we continue through. When played, gain +10, +10, and +1 capacity per. So this comes out for 2 energy as a 30-30, 3 capacity, right? By base, just because the base charge. I'm not overlooking the possibility, by the way, of putting the Animus of Will in something else, like the First of Kin instead. It's the 2 energy saving that really makes me want to go in the other direction, despite the giant loss of HP as a result. Because I can fix the HP a lot more easily with things like Echo Infusion and upgrades than I can fix the energy cost of a First of Kin. I'm taking another First of Kin here, I think. Let's look in here before we do anything as well. I've never seen this event. A mysterious woman stands before you. You feel a strange pressure emanate from her presence. Oh, good! My entertainment is finally here! How's fighting Seraph the whatever for the rest of eternity treating you? Don't bother answering. I don't actually care. Instead, how about you offload some of that cargo you're hauling? In exchange, I'll tickle you with a little mystical energy or something. We'll see what happens after that, yeah? Do you agree to her questionable terms? Well, look, it's the first time I've ever seen this event, so... yeah. Great! I suppose I should tell you these crystals are likely gonna kill you. But if they do, I'll just see you in some other ice cycle, I suppose. Ta-ta! Every time I do her voice, I forget how to do her voice. Intrinsic spell chain. You know what? I could put spell chain on an Echo Infusion and feel pretty happy about that. I'm doing a lot of upgrades right now, but I'm also getting very powerful right now. Double stack. Nope. +20 in consume on this, though. Okay. Side story for just a second here. About 2 months ago. So my partner's birthday is in a month. About 2 months ago, he saw a shirt that he really, really liked online, and he just linked it to me. Just left the link on the table. Just like, yeah, look at this cool shirt. It's a cool shirt. I'd love to own a shirt like that. Dropping hard hits, right? But it went out of stock really, really quickly, and I didn't have the ability to pick it up. Earlier this morning, I found that it was restocked. But they hadn't given a public announcement that it had been restocked. I just happened to stumble across the site again and find that they were restocked. So then I went and purchased exactly that shirt for his upcoming birthday. Thought nothing of it, right? Except, okay, the thing that I thought was, he won't know. He won't know. He won't know that the shirt came back in stock. So he'll have forgotten that that was the thing that he wanted. And then on his birthday, when he opens it, like, it'll be perfect. He just sent me an email, which is just a forward of a press release from that website that says, the Pockets tee has just been restocked. And the only text in the forwarded email is the eyes emoji. Literally just bought it 3 hours ago. Damn! Could have been a surprise, but he's too on it. Glimmer consume remove. Well, Glimmer consume and then decrease its cost. Bro. How many other things do I really need to affect here? Nothing? Not that many good remaining upgrades there. Anything else? I could have gone Kinhost Parasite knowing that I could make the Soul Siphon intrinsic, right? And then put it on a different floor for 2, but it's like it's a fine unit, but it's not going to be scaling. It's not part of our core plan. It's not how I will be able to take out the end game either. That is an opening hand. If I've ever seen an opening hand, it would look a hell of a lot like that. Ideal, I think is the word I'm looking for here. I mean, I do want a Bounding Echoes to make the Glimmer come back. And that Glimmer coming back can be the way that I heal up the Animus of Will, right? Because, oh, actually, this floor is lethal to it already. I can consume it on this floor, then. I miss out on the etch trigger. Can't even pepper it down because of the Trusted Priest there. Fine. I'll kill that, saving HP here. I don't want to consume this one because I don't want to get it back. So my Glimmer, especially. Didn't get the Glimmer this time. I'm not going to play the Bounding Echoes so that I guarantee that I get the Glimmer instead. Turns out to have been a really good move, because now I can Echo Break that and Glimmer such that I am safe. Keep on keeping on with basically exactly the same shtick. You can see why I thought this was going to be the ideal scaling option, right? I thought I had a perfect gift idea. And it is! It's just I also thought it was going to be secretive. I wonder if Shellsmith Etch is actually good again now. Well. I have another First of Kin is the thing. Honestly, if I knew I was going to get Shellsmith or Armorsmith or whatever, the line that gives armor on Etch, if I knew I was going to get that, then maybe I would just dupe this Animus of Will after upgrades. Actually, that's probably still better. Can I? Hellvent's on the opposite side to the Awoken banner here. their damage scale's really high. That Awoken Hollow is already Rejuvenate, Cultivate 2 as well, though. Are we going to move further away from healing, or are we going to move further away from Echo Break and Inspiration triggers? Probably further away from Inspiration triggers, to be honest. So what is our flaw? Right? Is it Awoken Hollow with a First of Kin inside, with a Animus of Will with a First of Kin inside behind that? It shouldn't be. I don't think. This could be intrinsic, though. Probably should have made that intrinsic in the last area. Is this going to be a 2-floor solution? That's the clear question here, right? The Echoes of the Past is heavily inspiring me not to make it a 2-floor solution. The more things I play on an individual single floor, the far better off I'm going to be as a result of that. Which actually means this First of Kin is looking down the barrel of being removed from the deck. The idea then would be Merchant of Steel, just 2 upgrades. Doesn't matter what they are. Just put 2 upgrades on the Animus of Will. Go over here, Hellvent it. We take the capacity after this floor. After this boss fight that I just did, the Daedalus fight. We put 2 Animus of Will on the top floor with the Echo Right. We just scale via their Etch. They have the ability to project damage ridiculously. If they get quick, they can save themselves a ridiculous amount of health. If they don't, then I'm probably looking down like... I'd probably take a Battlestone, but I'm looking for a Heartstone because I do have the ability to scale their damage with the First of Kins, and then ultimately I'd be looking to get the Echoes of Past on someone. It's a 1-floor. It's a 1-floor. The cost is what's prohibitive here. Because I would have to go like cost and capacity. Like it's asking for a lot. Not great. Not great. Please. Please. Armor 4 to friendly units. I think I do it. Right? So the repeater Let's talk for a second about the paths of our little buddy there. There we go. That go right. I've never got to the 3rd level of Shellsmith, apparently. So, repeater. 1st level, return a random consumed. 2nd level just gets giant stats. Still returns a random consumed. 3rd level, returns 2 random consumed. So if I dilute, if I go for a level of Shellsmith here, I'm no longer even capable of getting 2 random consume spells returned to hand every single turn. However, without that armor, I don't think I can win. Not reliably. And also, by the way, that armor makes it it's so simple to take that and then +3 per. Do I want to take that? I could take +3 per, to be clear. But later on, I'm going to be removing that damage quite consistently with the Echoes of the Past. What I may want to do instead is not +10. It's not +10. Instead, I just leave a slot open in each of those so that then later I can give one of them, like, maybe another multi-strike, one of them gets quick or something like that, right? Like, they can diversify afterwards. The fact that I just got a multi-strike on them is pretty ridiculous. You have to get out. I can't risk not drawing the right card on the first turn. The Echo Breaks are pretty garbage in here as well. going over that side in the next area. There is a merchant of trinkets in the area following that as well, though. I don't think I should be saving my money just yet. Let's do one removal. One more removal, rather. The faster I get to the cards that give me health, and the faster I get to the consume cards, the faster I'm going to be good. I believe we can set up on this bottom floor. 10 incoming. Oh. I can't, can I? No, I can't. So I have to set up on the top floor, which means by the time they get up there, they're all going to be much larger. I don't like that. One thing I probably could do, actually, is put the Echo right in the middle. It takes the 8 damage this turn. I don't want to put Soul Siphon back into the cycle then if I'm doing that. So it'd be Animus of Will behind, Echo Riot. Well, Animus of Will, Bounding Echoes, Echo Riot, and then Echo Break. But then these units are also just going all the way to the top line, guaranteed. As long as I leave Glimmer in the cycle, I should be fine later with the top floor setup. I even benefit from that? I benefit from that. Yep. I still have to play this Bounding Echoes because now the Echo Infusion is getting hit by it. I should Glimmer here. Start working their HP down. Hopefully I get Glimmer back. Did good. It's when I'm no longer consistently getting Glimmer back that we're actually going to have a problem. By the way, for some reason I thought I'd already duped the Animus of Will, so if I did my original plan on the bottom floor, we would have died. Straight up would have been deceased. I could use a Shiny Suit as a chump blocker for a while here. Get myself more armor. Sure. Again, leaving the Bounding Echoes to not be the card that I get back. So I get Consume. More jump blocking. Say what you want about them, they're good chumps. Hit against the Divine Shield. Right, you come up here and you have +5, so it's 19, so your first hit would kill, so Echo Infusion actually keeps us alive. I guess I can some of that there. Bounding Echoes, Glimmer, Spell Chain, and then damage. Love it. That's a lot of money right now. It's 150. And if I find on... Oh my god, I have to take this. If I find the relic that's... That's more ways to consume cards. But then I'm not even going to get back good cards consistently. I need to get good cards consistently if I just consume enough cards? I don't think so. Awake is a lot of health. And it's infused. I don't want it, but I think I need an individual large healing card. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see this. The mysterious woman appears before you once more. The pressure exerted from her presence is just as strong as before. Still alive! Wonderful! We're only just beginning. I suppose now would be a good time to introduce myself. I'm Malicka, but you already knew that. Well, you should have known that if not for the loot that we've all been stuck in. Ugh, what a drag. The point is, forget the pyre. What we're up to is way more fun. Do you continue down this path with Malicka? Keep him coming. You won't regret this. Unless you die, in which case you might regret this. Talk to you in a bit, hopefully. I was originally trying to do like a Harley Quinn with her voice kind of situation, but I've gone far afield. pretty far afield. Minecraft with Purge to your hand every turn. No, I'm just gonna take less damage. If it was with Consume, might have been a different call on that one. I'll take Capricious Reflection now, sure. I'm still gonna be drafting cards, and especially gonna be drafting Consume cards. Get him. It's a lot of money. Most enemies get multi-strike. Master of Light's going to be projecting 8 damage to the back line. It's a lot. Can I do that? Probably, but it will rob me of a lot of the things that I'm going to need when the Sorrow of Sorrow comes out. They don't restore all health when they move up a floor. Multi-strike. Be awake. Can't really cast awake consistently. I'll be able to heal up the floor again with Glimmer, but I'm losing the armor is what I'm losing from Echo, right? I'm gonna do it. I think I should do it. Alright, again, we'll set up on the top floor. Animus. Sounding Echoes. Get the Echo right out there. Heal you. Return Soul. Heal you again. 2 Consume triggers. That Glimmer definitely goes here. Gets the Quill Marksman. That's exactly what we're attempting to do. This goes here, loses Divine Shield to the enemy. But the Master of Light doesn't kill anything. So hoping to get Glimmer back. I have so many Echo Infusions left in the deck. Yeah, I was pretty certain I was going to draw one. I'm still not Super comfortable with my health positioning right now. Kidding me, right? 19. Not kidding me. How would I keep that unit up? Could I keep that unit up? Consume Glimmer right there. Speaking of, in fact, let's immediately do that. Then we can sharpen Echo Infusion out onto the board. Let's murder that before it becomes a problem. An upgraded Glimmer. A lot easier. Let's use another Chump Blocker. Seen them utilized quite effectively here before. I'm not going to be able to play both courses of that, unfortunately. That is actually kind of a nightmare not being able to do that. Banning Echoes is not the one I'm going to ultimately want to return here. So apparently we're quite close. That's good to see. That'll do it. Whew. Really? This is exactly why I wanted to go for the artifacts. Exactly. Thank you. My God. I don't want other cards that do extraction for me. I don't want that. Hard pass. Engraft that's 0 cost? Restoring Retreat for a Descent. Consumes to heal. Draws +2 next turn. Anything that's between me and just consuming consistently is a problem. Because consuming consistently is how we are very capable of winning here. Extra Ember is pretty good. We'll take the Engraft. I would love to go over here and get upgrades. At the start of battle, the top floor gains a charged echo that cannot be removed. And when you play the third card of the turn, draw 1. We just got so much more powerful so quickly. 30 magic power. Plus 30 on the Glimmer actually would have been pretty good as well. There's also Intrinsic. Making that Intrinsic. The health it provides to the frontline unit there is ridiculous. What do you got? First card, game card? Sure. Let's get the Soul Siphon out of here because I cannot actually play this right now. A rare... Good question. You'd think it would be You'd think it'd be Wormkin, right? But Awoken. I get Cycle of Life, although I significantly have to decrease its cost to utilize it effectively. I could get the Rail Spike. That's pretty real. This one's more likely to work with consumption. I think I take the Wormkin stuff. Yeah. It's pretty good. It doesn't need plus 30 magic power, though. Thank heck they don't summon the other units. Other units? Raps. The... Scourge. Thank heck they don't summon the Scourge units. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Give him a Glimmery. Need to consume more cards. Cards are even in the discard pile. Maybe I just bring back that Echo Infusion. Just to get health back on the board. Well, I am... Yeah, I am flush with Echo there. Or maybe I bring back one of the low-tier ones, not the one that's Spell Chain Intrinsic. That's a lot easier to do, I think. Kill that backliner. It's 40 HP. What exactly did you want me to do to them? Nope. Glimmer. I think that's consumed. Keep getting the Glimmer back. Only good cards in that consume pile. That's the thing, right? Like, I can't just consume only good cards if I want to consume as many cards as possible. Those compulsions seem antithetical. Buff you again. Let's bring this back and then use that double buff again, I think, here. Ultimately just setting up for more future... One sec. That is a lot of damage that we are capable of putting out with this floor already. So I feel like I have gone in the right direction. Capable of fueling our next Echoes of the Past, by the way. Going to be the continuation there. And 190 by 4. It's pretty good. I'm really glad that it looks like I will be able to get to the end of that Malicka questline, because I really wanted to see it. Like, I've never seen that at all before. I played a lot of Last Divinity in my own time by this point, and I still hadn't even seen it in that. Wormkin Etchings. Return 5 consume spells to the top of your draw pile. It is consume removed. Adaptive Mutation with a cost reduction, though, consumes and flips the enemy's current health and damage, which makes it a lot easier to just buff the backline unit. No. Let's take the one that obviously is consistent with the rest of these. It's not Ember, is it? This is pushing me a little towards Ember, but I just do want to decrease its cost. No, it's draw. I need to get to my health cards. Malicka... Sorry, one sec. Malicka appears before you once more, exerting as much unseen pressure as usual. You find it oddly comforting this time around. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Malicka the Titan. A judge, to be more precise. I establish the laws, you see. No law, not laws about human morality. Too much writing there. Old Hersey was much better suited to that boring affair. No, I made the natural laws, like special relativity and the perception of time. Though, as it turns out, these seem to be beyond my grasp as of late. Endless loops ain't quite my style. But with your help, and with just a touch of your life, we'll find a way to break the loop. Sure thing! This pact is a slippery little deal we made towards the end. It's like an emergency safety valve to save the world, except the more you spin the wheel, the more likely you are to die. So please try not to. Die, that is. Last time was quite disappointing. I've never died in this quest line. I did die last run, to be fair. Removal, the ability to upgrade my minions. Still need to go for this. Probably going Shellsmith 2 here. What do you have in the Divine Temple? Gosh, I wish it was a double cost decrease. The Value Stone. Haven't seen the Value Stone in a while. Would love to put it into that Wormkin etching, though. Intrinsic. All right, Merchant. Looking for quick, mostly rather. Okay. Those shiny stewards are kind of dead right now. Yeah, at least I can remove the restores by making them consume. Which 8 friendly units. Purges are pretty expensive because I did a lot earlier. I purchased purges earlier. Actually, I'm not going to Hellvent in the next area, am I? Hellvent, Merchant of Steel, Forgotten Boons, Merchant Magic, Unstable Portal. No, I'm almost certainly going to the Merchant of Magic in the next area, which means I should just take this Thornstone and put it on you. Well, actually, your spikes don't even matter. I'll just give you the Battlestone. If I'm not going to upgrade it again, I might as well get value out of it at least. Enemy Incensed with armor 20. There is a 400 reward. Armor 20, like for the first 2 rounds, is going to be pretty annoying. And then eventually, after I get my Echoes of the Past, is not even going to be a concern. 400 gold, however. Well, that's pretty good. Oh. Yes. All right. Healthier unit. Quicker unit. We found the Echoes. Echo right goes down. The healthier unit gets made 3 times more healthy. Now I just need to etch as many cards as possible. which is currently 1. Very few things to etch. God. Oh, dear. That's a lot better, though. Bounding Echoes will etch here. Okay. Consume that, and then... $40. Do we live? It's a big question right now. Right? So we get dealt 26 in the first cycle, then this Winged Conduit dies. Then you deal 9. And then you die. So I think we are taking damage here. I mean, we're definitely taking damage here, but are we losing? Not yet, at least. Thank you, Glimmer. I was waiting for this thing to turn up. But I still just need to consume as many cards as possible right now. Not being able to play that Wormkin etching right there, that hurt. What we were looking for. You two go on the very bottom line. Alright, cut away the units we won't need. Trench and... how much any of those were as good as the others. There's the Wormkin etching, able to get me 3 cards right now. 4 cards right now. Oh. Look upon my works and despair. 102 extra damage with a single cast there. Oh no. Oh no. I can't ambient charge. If I ambient charge and I burn the wrong thing, like I can get it back, but I get it back inconsistently. Forgotten Trade, though, is as much energy as I need or want ever. I give that holdover and I never run out of energy. Fuse Consume, add 3 sting spells to your hand. I mean, it's a consume card. And it's an infused card. That stings to hand. We're about to go fishing for relics. No, because I don't want to bring it back because I don't want to flood my deck with stings. Take another Ingraft. Even more energy. I want to make holdover Echoes of Past, ideally. That just gives me money right now. It doesn't actually do much for me. I need to get plus 5, reroll. Spells get an extra upgrade slot. Like days, enemy units. Yes. All right, what are we double stacking? What we dropping, boys? Monkey etching seems like a really good cost reduction. Plus 20 magic power consume. On another glimmer? Yeah, I think I just want more cards to consume still. Hold over. I could, but I could also just remove 2 restores. Are the restores anything for me right now? There's still cards I can consume. Don't love that. I could have gone either way there and felt okay about it. Okay. Okay. You are my healthier? No, you're not my healthier. You're my multi-strike. Huh? Oh, both of them have... One of them's quick. That's it. Okay. Can actually murder the backliner with this one. Probably should. No way for that one to go wrong on me. Goes behind, Bounding Echoes, Echo Infused, yeah, Engraft on in there. Let's... Well, I sharpened the damage dealer, actually, because the damage I care about with the quick. And then we'll bring back... Let's bring back Echo Break. Some damage shield off of you, and then I'm just going to casually buff this unit by 72 damage. This is why I opted for a one-floor solution, by the by. Let's extract nothing to start out with there. Guess I'll try to heal. That is definitely not what I wanted to see there. Ouch. Tough stuff. Consume! 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 Oh my god. Energy! Not that it was necessary at all. And then... damage. The armor that we generate from the consumptions is how we're going to survive the top floor setup in the TLD fight as well, by the way. I don't need all of the energy in the world here. Cotton trade being just as much as it is totally fine. Let's get another Echo Break out and burn it though. Even more damage. Gotta make sure that I get the ability to play the... or retain, rather, the ability to play Unearthed Remains wherever possible. That's 15 sap. That's negative 30 damage on these units, by the way. Well, negative 13 on you. And yet, I'm afraid you cannot stop me. It's simply not allowed. Keep consuming. Oh, I'm going mad with all the edge power. You gained you because, and then, but I can, so we'll bring that back. Fine. And then even more damage. Yeah, it doesn't look like the boss even gets to really play on this floor right now. Which is good to see. This is a single-player game. You're not supposed to have any domain here, friend. Yep. Oh. A familiar figure hunches in front of an iceberg. She stands to meet you. He tried at least. That's more than most of us can say. But Seraph gave up. Figured he could do it all himself. Rule through force and fair. Urzel's mistakes pushed him to that edge, I'd wager. That makes him no better than this divinity. Even if I don't blame him for trying. If you're destined to do this forever, might as well make him hurt for it, yeah? Let's give him hell. Your pyre starts each battle with 100 armor. This event occurred because I am above 150 pack shards. It wasn't all that bad, you know. Yeah, he was gone all the time, and even when he was around, he was holed up by himself and wrote all the time. All the time. But he was a good man. Even if he was the worst father. I try to remember that when I realized his part in all this. He's not innocent, but who really is anymore? Oh, we do have another event! I was wondering if this was going to happen. Malicka, I wanted a resolution to this. Malicka the Titan emerges in front of you yet again, her playful demeanor replaced with a stern, solemn face. If time is in a loop, death is not the end. I could have fought back, you know, put an end to this whole thing before it began. Instead, I fled. Now nothing can bring back, now nothing can bring back my fallen kin. Urzel, my first and maybe only friend, he was like a brother to me. And I left him for dead. Please help me make this right. Please, help me make this right. That's the one I wanted. You can count on me, or so all health in game 20. Thank you. With my powers, you ought to at least stand a chance to make things right. The pact is a tricky thing, but it guarantees you opening at the divine. If you're successful, I may never see you again. If not, then may we meet again in the next cycle and try again. A little clunky to use the word again 2 times in that passage. I don't usually critique the writing in that way, but it doesn't read well. We do have the healthy one on the top floor and everything like that. Okay, cool. We got the echoes as well coming out already. Coming in hot with all these echoes. Although I'm donating a lot of damage to a character that is not attacking quick and is likely not going to be able to use the damage that I have given them. Quick. Storm. 2 consume cards this turn, that'll do it. 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to get as many consume cards in there that are glimmers for AoE heal. Just to prepare myself for the possible worst. Wait, hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Restore all health to your... Hang on. Oh, because we just entered the fight, so it immediately got fed into the rationing scales and came back as coin. By the way, when I got the rationing scales, what I wanted was the lens, the consuming lens, the one that restores 5 pyre health every time you play a consume card, because that would have been a huge amount of money, and that's why I took it. But it actually turns out giving us a lot of value. Savvy? I don't want to burn this. No, I do. I desperately do. And here's why. If this is the only consume card I have, that is to say, if I play all of the rest of this... then it's the one I get back from Echo Right, and every turn I get back 5 consume cards from the top of the draw pile. We did it. We done did it. Although now I have to be able to play every consume card here, otherwise I lose all the value. These end graphs are really helpful to that end as well. I'm consuming enough cards now that I don't need to worry about my backline units at all. Okay, so this is now killing the units as they emerge quite efficiently. So I'm now going to buff the damage here, because this is the damage that actually gets through the last Divinity. The most important thing is that Wormkin Etchings doesn't draw a card. So I can't ever be the third card I cast with Winged Steel. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Got on trade. We can keep going. Not that we get to keep going for that long. We actually contributed towards your death with that. 404. Divinity not found. Victory! Gotta have a wrap-up story from what... Hey, there we go. The world's broken. If it's not freezing, it's something else. You might not break that cycle, but... you also just might. Honestly, who the hell knows anymore? Every time I look away, new factions keep popping up. Might even happen again, who knows? I'm hoping so. Maybe. Just maybe. One of them will have some answers. Until then, give him hell. Malicka, you gotta wrap up for me as well here? No. Lord, maybe that replaced the Malicka wrap up, or... That was a damned good time. We got Wormkin Etching through to the end of the game. We actually finally showed off it in its full glory and power. Beautiful. I'm starting to think we're starting to get to the part of the this DLC where I may start selecting clan combinations, specifically selecting clan combinations with which I have not yet won. So that would be the, you know, these two with Chateau Queen? All right, yeah, it's defined by the champion. It's not even defined by whether or not the second part is exile. You don't have to win with exile for everything. Huh. So I think one of the first things I'll do is try and work through the rest of the Wormkin's progress here. And then after that, I'll start working through the divine victories for all of the base clans. And then after that, I will go to the remaining expert challenge expert challenges rather, the new expert challenges that were re-added. And then after that, we'll see about winning the game with 0 cards in the deck because of Purge. That is going to be a weird time, admittedly, because you can't do it in every run, clearly. You can't even attempt to do it in every run unless you want to kill those runs. You shouldn't do it on Covenant 25. My God, should you not do it on Covenant 25? So it has to be a dedicated attempt to do it, and it's going to be a dedicated attempt to do it that requires a lot of loss. That will require a lot of losses. That might be more suitable to a stream and then clipping the one that wins to put here on the YouTube, because that really does feel like more of a 9-hour kind of affair. And the commentary over the course of 9 hours in terms of Let's Playing, especially if you are consistently losing because you have to. I don't know if you've ever seen someone try and farm for an achievement that is really, really, really unlikely, but it's not always an excellent watching experience. So I don't think that one is necessarily going to be an individually recorded episode. It may be a stream. We'll see. But that is the general layout I have here. So I think in the next episode, I am going to start choosing Wormkin clan combinations. But for the moment, I've been limiting seat crossing. Hopefully you've been limiting seating crossing, sorry. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. There's a playlist in the description down below with all my content in the game, past, present, and future. And hopefully... Oh, they hate me on airplanes sitting in the middle seat because I got really long legs and my knees just hit the back of the seat in front of me. So if someone on the, especially someone on the window aisle wants to get up and go to the bathroom, my long legs are limiting seating crossing. For the moment, my name is Rhapsody. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves and hopefully we'll see you next time.